Greetings, and I guess it's good afternoon where I'm at. Don't know where you guys are at, but we're shuffling through our Voyager deck here. I think, I think, yeah, we'll get started with that. Where do we go? Okay, hang on a sec while I lay down some cards and we'll see what is happening. Okay, the cards are real peoply. Interesting. So if there's contacts that you're supposed to be making with others, it looks like this is going to be a good week for that. So don't let it slip by. As a matter of fact, one of these cards even says if you if you're looking for another job, you need to respond to every option that is being provided to you because there's someone here that's trying to get a hold of you for an interview. So looks good because we also have the Ace of Crystals, which is success card, especially when it comes to kind of mental activities and communication. So that fits really well. The thing is, it's being guided along by the High Priestess, and she is telling you that you need to reveal yourself, who you are, even emotionally. So if they ask you, why do you want this job? Give them a heartfelt answer. Okay, that's what they're looking for. Okay, cool. And it's a major arcana card, so it's telling me that that's what they're wanting to hear. It will set you head and shoulders above everybody else that's applied for the job. Okay, be brave, speak your truth, and we have forward momentum. I got a real nice three of what is this crystals, which is about moving forward, especially through communication skills, etc. So there's a lot of talk stuff going on. Don't be afraid to reveal who you are, because this is telling me they're going to ask you questions and they really want to know the truth because they're replacing someone that may have misrepresented themselves. And so they're looking for somebody who's got a good grip on what they're looking for as well. So um, it appears as though that the interviewer is a young male who is in a position maybe ahead of time. He sort of appears to be maybe almost too young to be in that position, but he is more than capable, and he seems to be older than his years. Okay, so he's looking for someone who who's going to be quick at the wit and he can communicate and then move on to the next thing. That's what he's looking for. And I think it's what you have to share. Okay. So know that this is all talking about the same situation. And this is the card that tells me it's a job interview ultimately, even if it doesn't start out to be. It's reminding me of a situation that happened for me maybe 30 years ago, but they had a position that was at a higher level pay, and they interviewed this really cute on top of the girl that wanted the job desperately, but turned out she was like pregnant at the last minute, and her husband wouldn't let her work in a hospital, knowing that she was pregnant and she had 9 months to go, right? So they called me because I was like the second choice, but I ended up with the job position anyway because she was unable to fulfill it. That's kind of what this card is reminding me of. So don't feel bad if they say that somebody else has the position because they may be coming back to you to fulfill it long term. Okay. Yeah, not to worry. And if you're in a position where you're working at a place that you don't especially like, it says be patient. Things are going to start coming around. It doesn't look like you sit idly by, so you might be doing some research. Maybe they asked a question or two that kind of stimulated your brain activity, and it's like, I'm going to look up the answer to that in case I run across that question ever again. Okay, this is telling me, smart cookie, don't be afraid of looking things up. It's like, I can get back to you on that. Even if you get the position and they ask you a really tough question, it's like, good question. Let me get back to you. I'll talk to you on Thursday in regards to that issue. Okay. And this is telling me that you're going to find more than one solution. That's kind of like your ace in the hole. Let me show you. All those little circles are solutions. Okay. It's kind of like your ace in the hole that you're able to find more than one answer to things. Okay. And that's kind of what they're looking for. Right. So don't poo poo what your abilities happen to be, because um, it, you have more than one solution. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I also want to say, those of you that are probably in a situation where they're going to a doctor and they're doing maintenance on an issue that's going on with your body or whatever, be sure to bring up the pill dosage, because it might be that it's either too weak or too strong for you. And they just need ask them in a positive way, because you got the art of communication. Ask them if they could explain to you why you're taking that particular dosage, and it may be that it's time to change it, because maybe it doesn't suit you so well. Maybe you increased your health level. Okay, so not to worry. It's just telling me we're just gonna. There's one dose, and here's a different dose. So if you're on blood pressure medication, they may actually change the medication, which will change the dosage too. So not a bad thing, but it's a good thing. It might make you feel better. Yeah, because there's a card that says, "Oh yeah, no, that's it. That's the one. That's what happened." Okay, so you're working in tandem with your doctor, whoever she is. Okay, let's see what we got here in Hanson Roberts. Yeah, yeah, I think it has to do with the heart issue. And it's telling me it might be time for a new medication. Okay. Because here's the fool child, says, let's try something different. And this is a card. You can see this, like you've been dealing with heart things. So good deal. What's the worst they can say? Is like, find another doctor. Okay. Once changing my medication, might as well change my doctor. All right, what we got in Mother Peace? Mother Peace is about getting better balance and what's going on with your life. Whatever's going on actually is something that may have been inherited. And it looks to me like you're probably going to do quite well as long as you take control of it. Okay. Oh, so I forget to tell you, this is for the weekend, August 24th through the 30th. Just a little late, but there it is. Yeah. Yeah. And it might be that the medical group that you go to gets changed as well, in which case your medicine would be changed without you even having to ask for it. But be prepared to ask for an explanation to see whether it would be in your best interest to make some changes. Okay. All righty, kiddos. That was short and sweet. Boy, I zoomed right through that one. Let's see what's up. Yeah. Yeah. It actually looks to me like there'll be an older man that's going to offer you probably a job offer. But it looks like it's at the beginning, either at the end of fall or the beginning of winter. So even if you take a position that you sort of like now and you find out you can't stand it later, you're going to have another option. This other guy might be a little bit older and he says, I'm looking for somebody with a good head on their shoulders. Bingo, darling, you just might be it. All righty, kiddos, I think that's all we have for this week. Just know that there's people everywhere that are looking for you. So make yourself available and accept any offer that they have for you to come in for an interview, because you may be hired for a position you didn't interview for, simply for the job that you do. Okay, I will talk to you soon. You take good care of yourselves, huh? Bye for now.